And that's that. Use time to sort out your feelings. That's all. You're dismissed for real now. These mother... Man, seems like 3/4 of my workload these days is dealing with the squad's personal issues, and it's wearing me down big time. They don't pay me enough for this crap. Oh, did he? Did he? I disagree. I thought you were heading back with Yusuka. Understandable. Why would you want to be around the that tried to pressure you into a situation you didn't want to be in? I wouldn't want to be around you either. I'm angry, but I can't snap at Shizuku. Shizuku's just innocent. She doesn't know any better. Miona, I thought you were going to pay Lieutenant Ogami a visit. Yeah, thanks for the save too. You know, don't you think this whole thing is a bit weird? Ain't the way you're supposed to treat your dad, even if he's a complete asshole. Nah, fuck you. Nah, fuck you. I know the Japanese have a different, like, you know, they have a different, like, custom around, like, respecting your elders, like, regardless. I get that. But, like, nah, fuck you. Alright? No. If he's a complete asshole and is deserving of disrespect, then absolutely be disrespectful. Fuck you. Nah. And maybe I'm letting my bias, control, what I'm saying here. Sure. Maybe. In fact, more than likely. Very probable. But still. Fuck you. Okay, so Ellen is somewhat reasonable. The only reason she said what she did before is because she was stepping in to save Hibiki's ass. Good. I'm glad Ellen can be a bit smarter than that. And that's why I don't snap at Shizuku. She doesn't... I want to. I do. I just want to snap at everyone right now, except Matsukaze, because he's an actual homie. But Shizuku doesn't deserve it. Uh-huh. Are you saying she might have felt like... No, I was pressuring her? Guess you have a point. It's true I made light of her personal issues. Yeah, you did. You dick. My boy. My man. I'm still in the dark, dude. Do show up out of nowhere, but you're already up to speed. What's that? The fuck are you doing, Matsukaze? Lieutenant Judas. Antics aside, how about you tell us what you two are doing here? Yeah, it's something you do, alright. So what do you want to talk about?
Matsukaze 注意と3人でよ。
Eh.
いってらっしゃい。
Later, guys. Have fun.
うわ、ちょ。
もう注意のバカ。
いいからとっとと来い。
I love it.
笑い事じゃねえよ。たくひどい目にあったぜ。
You got your just desserts, moron.
それで仙道の様子はどうだ?
Wish I knew. She holed herself up in her room. Well, not like she would ever compromise a mission because of personal reasons. And I'm sure she's gonna come out once we're back on duty. Probably better to leave her be. She could really use some space.
そうか。それにしても川崎の偉いさんの娘か。やっぱりいいとこの生まれだったんだな。
Nope. It ain't like this is the first time we've had this talk. Remember how you had this whole theory back in Kyushu that she was from a royal guard family?
いつの話だよ。懐かしいな。仙道の実家はこの枝とか勝手に予想したことあったっけな。
Funny that, my ass. I hope you didn't forget what happened next. This stupid idiot used to believe Yusuke was serving in the IJMDF incognito, that she enlisted without telling her parents, and of course that upper-class lady haircut of hers was supposed to be the smoking gun or something.
そうそう。仙道のやつ自分で髪型変えようとして前髪大変なことになったんだよな。いやあれは実に深刻な事態だった。本気で前髪移植手術を検討したね。
The other women ended up looking at us like we were public enemies number 1 and 2. I was deathly afraid we were going to be fragged one of those days. Good times.
ほんと懐かしいな。あの頃は今よりはまだ生きることに希望もあったんだけどな。しかしすげえよな、あのおっさん。娘が生きてたってのに。
Yeah, it's almost like there's something there. Yeah. That's what it looks like, but appearances can be deceiving. No doubt the old man, an honest-to-God big shot with connections in the government, knew Yusuke was alive all along. Even so, he didn't show any kind of emotion. Happiness, annoyance, nothing. Almost like, he's a government official. Well, he's not a government official, but, he knows how to act very professional because his job depends on it. Like, if he shows emotion, that's stepping out of line. He can't have that. Mr. Glass just started talking about how his other kids are dead, like he was reading from a quarterly report or something. He was a little too composed. I can kind of understand why Yusuke was giving him attitude, but I have no idea where the old guy is coming from. And I reckon he saw that coming, but come on. Your own daughter pretty much telling you to get lost? You know you're supposed to go with the flow there. I mean, you are if you completely understand why she's treating you that way. Now that you mention it, I guess so. Yusuke's father is in league with the supreme military leader, meaning he's thrown in his lot against Her Highness. That's bad news, no two ways about it. I can see him being the sort of guy who would abuse his position, hold maintenance parts, or even hold TSFs hostage to make a point. But wait a second. Even if Kawasaki weren't taking sides, that doesn't mean they could just go against the supreme military leader's orders. We're screwed either way. What are you talking about? I did that a long time ago, dude. I'm determined to make Her Highness's ideals, and mine, come to fruition. I won't let anything or anyone stand in our way, plain and simple. Beer! What are you getting all excited about? I haven't said a single word about my arrangement with Her Highness, I think. What? Oh, did the breaker just trip? Uh-oh. Oh, is it the idiots? Dude, shut up. I've been trying to tell you over and over. Me and Yusuke, we ain't nothing like that. Let's not. Besides what? What does it matter?
よくねえよ。こういうのは両家の親同士の付き合いっていうのもだな。ってのは冗談で、真面目に気になって
Hell
るん
yeah.
だけど。
Matsukaze is a real homie. God damn it. I don't want anything to happen to Matsukaze. Like, obviously, they're at war with both the beta and other people, so like, it's a very good chance someone's gonna end up dying, but god damn it, Matsukaze has just been a down homie since day one. I fucking love this dude. Especially after he's the only one who showed any kind of understanding for the previous situation. Well, after seeing Yusuke and her dad on a show like that, anyone would be worried about family stuff. I haven't checked the results yet.
なんで生き死にをはっきりさせたくないってことか。
I guess. I'm a real celebrity nowadays, yet none of my relatives has never tried to reach out to me. That speaks volumes. But as long as I don't have anything solid, I can hold on to hope, pretend they're still alive somewhere. Maybe I'm too composed about this. Yeah, I should stop putting it off. Hey, you know how many people managed to escape from Japan back during the Great Ocean Collapse?
知らねえ。知ってるのはアメリカと日本のトップだけだろ。なんせ人口は経済力に直結するからな。戦争してる間は公開しねえだろ。
Once an enemy knows our population numbers, they can use them to extrapolate the country's productive capacity and the supplies our economy needs to function. It's strategic information, classified for a reason.
とはいえ、現在の船舶艦艇数から予想はできるけどな。ちらっと考えてみたことあるけど、結構絶望的な数字だったぜ。
Yeah, I can imagine.
やっぱダメだ。俺にこんなしけた話は似合わねえ。やっぱりお前、仙道とできてんじゃねえの？
We're back on that again? Bro, you don't know when to give up. No, we're most definitely not a thing.
なんだよ、もったいねえな。やっちまえばいいな。
Seriously.
ありゃもう完全に
Like, I'm 100% with my, like, maybe don't jump straight to banging, but like, yo, smoocher already. Would it kill you not to act like a creep for a second?
バカ、俺はお前のためを思って言ってんだぜ。英雄なんて呼ばれてるけどな、お前の人生今がピークよ。あとはだからこの最後のチャンスのうちにやっとけって言ってんの。
Easy for you to say. You don't have to deal with 3 female subordinates. It's gonna suck big time if things ended on a sour note. Sound like a broken record at this point, but this idiot simply refuses to listen.
そんじゃ金髪巨乳の方はどうだ？あれもオーラ的には悪くないと見るが。
Blonde with the huge boobs? You mean Ellen?
ハスっぱ気取っちゃいるが、ああいうのは案外根は純情ってパターンが多いんだぜ。仙道とお前に気遣って身を引いてる可能性がある。
Could you listen to me for a change? I'm telling you, all of my subordinates are women. I can't give special treatment to any of them. Excuse me. Because the moment I do, the unit's morale is bound to go straight down the crapper. Do you think I'd want to step on the battlefield with half my team at each other's throats? Hell, treating your squad mates equally was explicitly mentioned in the officer's manual.
バカが。いいか、立浪。今のお前には珍しく選択肢がある。
Once in a lifetime? What is this dickhead trying to say? Wait, no, I can't fall into his trap.
男性歌唱女性肩のこの時代においても珍しいくらいのスーパーチャンスだ。よく考えろよ。大事なことだからな。一人は天下の大企業川崎重工専務ご令嬢、逆玉確定、家事選択何でもござれの大和なでしこ。
Sugar baby.
のがたまに傷、仙道ゆずか。
Dude, that's just wrong.
続きましては放浪のカナディアン。素敵な性格、わがままバディ。いたずらイスの性格はソフト M のお前にはぴったりだ。エレン・エイス。
I'm a what? Where the hell did you get that idea?
そしてラストは未来を夢見るドリーマー。人間開発途上国万人の妹。
A pure maiden just waiting to be tainted. Now these include Miyono in this triple threat. It's clear his moral compass is absolutely broken.
さあ、3人の選手が出揃いました。どうですか？解説の立浪さん。
No, no, not each of them. No. Ellen and Yusuke? Yeah, but Miyono, like, listen, I like her as a character, but like, love interest potential, get that away from me. That's gross. Making an enemy of an entire group of women is a recipe for disaster, you know. I remember this one time, back in elementary school, we were having a lesson outdoors and a group of girls from my class grilled pork with meat they dropped on the ground on purpose. Then they fed all of it to this one teacher they didn't like, with him none the wiser. The evil that groups of women can do is not to be underestimated. Matsukaze must have a death wish. Dude, seriously, cut it out. Say nothing to joke about. The cruelty of women knows no bounds.
ほんといい加減にしてくれって食わない方がマナー違反なんだってお前まともに考えすぎだぜ適当でいいんだよこんなのは
What?
今の時代真面目に神さん探してガキ作ってなんてのはアホのすることだって言っただろ俺たちだっていつまで生きられるかわかんねえんだぞガキなんか作って家族ごっこなんてやってる時間ねえだろいや子供産んだって国が取り上げることになってんだし家族ごっこすら怪しいもんだ何が子供に優先して食料を回すためだよ兵隊にするためだろうが体裁取り繕ってんじゃねえよ畜生
Whoa, this shit has really been getting to him.
だから遊べよ立浪男だって女だって気持ちよくて楽しい方がいいに決まってんだ男が口説いて抱いてやるのは女に対する優しさだろお前は魅力的だってお前となら楽しいってそう言ってるんだからな
Well, it pains me to admit you have a point, but that's the farthest thing from my mind lately. Right now, I'm in mourning.
夢中って
Yeah, for the commander, and Asagi, and the others. I still ain't over it. Look, I get what you're saying. I need to let off some steam. But I don't want to get over it yet. That's the thing. Like, to die and be forgotten right away? That's too sad, man. Yeah, I know they're dead. I know. But I can't just sweep everything that happened under the rug and move on. Homie shit. I'm sorry, Matsukaze. Didn't want to spell it out, but you forced my hand. I couldn't do anything for him. I'd be a coward if I just forgot. You understand, right?
あのよ隊長はどこで亡くなったんだあの人俺の上官でもあったんだぜ死んだ仲間のことはきちんと語り継いでやるのが英士の流儀じゃねえか喪に服すならなおさらだろ
Yeah, you're right. Man, I remember when I was transferred to Kyushu, started fooling around with Matsukaze and the commander really chewed us out. But at the end of the day, he took everything in stride. Matsukaze misses him. That apostrophe S doesn't need to be there. Matsukaze misses him too, no doubt. I shouldn't worm my way out of this. He deserves to know too. The commander, after we lost the battle near Hudson Bay, we were all out of options. With no propellant left, the only thing we could do was escape on foot. You know how these things go. If the enemy had found us, we'd have been killed on the spot. We were all out of food, with no idea where to go. Everyone was on edge. We were all taking it out on the commander. And then, he...
悪かったもういいよ
Commander was like a father to me. Hell, my real dad died when I was a kid, so maybe we were even closer. Since day one, he was tough but fair on me. Now, I want you to hear this. Oh, we're gonna get a full recap flashback style? Alright. It was a hopeless situation. The hills had eyes and the woods had ears. We had to cover our tracks or the enemy would have found and killed us. There was nothing to eat, no law and order to speak of. Only natural, everyone went crazy. Regular folks killing each other left and right. Most of the squad died because of those freaking savages. We actually made graves for the first two we lost, but we couldn't keep that up. We even had to leave some of us behind. We're all just trying to hang in there. The stress was getting to us. I know that ain't no excuse for leaving some of our people to rot away, but what we did was inexcusable, and it was slowly eating us inside. But the worst part? You feel so damn helpless. It weighs down on you. It screws with your mind. We were slowly losing ourselves, barely keeping a grip on our sanity. Sure, we all stuck together, but we'd stopped being a team. It was every man for himself. And the commander, he tried his goddamn hardest to keep us working as a unit, but our team just crumbled apart.
強い人だったからな隊長だからってだけじゃなくて人間として強かったよく剣道でしごかれたっけな
Right. He also liked fishing. Patience builds character, as he used to say.
そうだそうだ。お前、実家が魚屋のくせに釣りが嫌いで、そりゃお前の性格じゃ向かないって笑われてたよな。
My parents had nothing to do with it. Our family wasn't in the business by the time I enlisted.
そうだっけな。
Say, imagine you had no food whatsoever. What would you do?
それは探すあてもないって意味か？
You can always get by eating weeds or tree bark. Shit, you could even eat the soil if you're that desperate. Whatever it takes to not starve to death, right? But can you really call any of that food? So let's say you're stuck in the middle of a mountain, or something. Plants and trees as far as the eye can see. Could you live off the land alone?
何が言いたいんだ？
That I saw that answer play out. One time, we arrived in an abandoned cabin. And we were thinking, hey, maybe there's stuff to eat inside. You know, canned food, things like that. So we went in, and then... Just, where do I begin? It took some time to figure out what I was looking at, but to this day, I wish I never had.
まさか。
こいつら狂ってやがる。
これも人間の業だ。
狂ってるんだよ。あんたも私もこいつらも。ちくしょう。
アサギ、これも生き延びるための現実だ。
It was right at that moment when something very important snapped inside all of us. And that cabin wasn't abandoned, as it turned out. Teramoto got shot, fatally. He died soon after. In hindsight, that's when the commander started acting weird. By the time we noticed, it was too late. Yusuke was the only one perceptive enough. She called for us, told us there was something we needed to see, and we followed along. That's when we saw the commander, hanging by his neck.
さすがの隊長ですらも。いや、隊長だからなのかな。一度折れた時のダメージがでか。
I don't think that's it.
Eh?
See, I don't believe he killed himself because he was weak or anything. As twisted as it sounds, I think he made the ultimate sacrifice for our sake. Does that make sense?
どういうことだ？部下を残して死ぬのが気遣いって。
It's because you're looking at it the wrong way.
すまん、わからん。
Yeah, I'm curious too. Go on. What we saw in that cabin, clear as day, is that human beings will turn into animals if that's what it takes to survive. The commander, he took everything upon himself, made personally sure Teramoto's death wouldn't be in vain.
ちょっと待て。それってまさか。
そんなのって。
昨日寺本少尉が亡くなってから少し様子が。
それが自殺の言い訳になるのかよ。何を隠した？出せ。
ダメです、それは。
おとなしくよこせば怪我しなくて済むんだよ。なんだ。
ダメだと言ったんです。一緒に体操してあげましょう。
いや、私には待ってるやつがいるんだ。
浅木少尉、
隊長の望みを叶えてやるべき。
浅木少尉、ご自分が何を言ったのか分かっているのですか？
分かってるさ。僕分かってる。
Mm-hmm. The commander tried to give meaning to Teramoto's death.
もういい。
He sacrificed his life so we would have the strength to go on.
もういいって言ってんだろ。悪い。聞いたのは俺なのに。
No worries.
それで寺本と隊長をどうした？
We buried them, of course. You can never do something that horrible. I swear to God.
そうか。そんな話じゃ表に出したくなかったよな。
Don't worry. It's a good thing we had this conversation. I was keeping it a secret because I didn't want to ruin the commander's name. Turns out that wasn't true. I was lying to myself, running away from the guilt because I couldn't do a single thing for him. I should have told you long ago. Ever since that day, the fear of starving to death, of losing my humanity. It's been seared into my brain. The same would have happened to anybody who had witnessed that scene. I'm sure of it. Hunger can drive you insane, compel you to do things that go against your very humanity. It can happen to a man, it can happen to an entire country. That's the reason I threw in my lot with Her Highness. We can't just keep looking the other way and hope the problem goes away on its own. I've been there. I know from experience that ain't gonna happen.
そっか。
People expect me to act like a hero, and as a hero I'll have to come face to face with even worse stuff. It's part and parcel of the path I've chosen. But like it or not, I've decided to walk the walk, and it's too late for me to turn back. That's why I needed to tell the commander's story. To be completely honest, I wanted to tell you before. It's just, I only had some vague recollections, so I don't know if I could have.
ああ、処置してもらったんだっけな。隊長の行動が正しかったのかどうか。その極限状態に追い込まれていない俺には判断できねえ。けど、思いは十分理解したつもりだ。あの人らしく、最後まで頑張ってくれたんだな。
Yeah.
とりあえず隊長のことはもういいよ。お前も無理すんな。
Yeah, definitely got your head fixed. Definitely nothing wrong.
処置したばかりのやつには重すぎる。
Ain't gonna say it's been a walk in the park. Talking to you about it helped me put my thoughts in order. As weird as it sounds, you actually did me a favor. As long as Matsukaze understood the commander kept pushing himself to the limit, this was completely worth it.
ならいいけどよ。
Anything else you want to know about? Pretty sure I should be able to remember.
それならそこまで食料事情が限界だったのに、お前らはその後旅を続けられたわけだよな。
Huh?
いや、だから食料。生還してからお前、ずいぶんそこにこだわるようになったよな。
I have?
誰しもそういう境遇だからな。そういうもんと言われればそれまでだが、その割にはやってることがでかい気がするな。この間の停戦だってそれだろ。武力以外にフランスの食料事情を解決することができることが分かったから。
I guess, yeah.
お前が上とどうつながってるかは知らん。けど、あんな無茶、命令に従ってるだけじゃ無理だ。
Well, yeah. I realized how important good food is when we were walking through North America. I'd go even further to say it's central to the human experience.
で、
I'm drawing a blank, actually. I think we found a ton of provisions at the house where we holed up.
それだけか。
Probably.
なんだそりゃ。この長い前置きで失った酒を返せ。
They ate Asagi, didn't they? They ate Asagi, didn't they? They ate Asagi, didn't they? He doesn't remember what they fucking survived off of. But I bet Yusuke does. Same, especially because she remembers everything correctly. They ate Asagi, didn't they? And that's the real reason that Yusuke doesn't want him to remember. She doesn't care about him knowing that that Asagi was murdered. No, no, no. She doesn't want him to remember that they actually resorted to being monsters themselves, and they ate Asagi. And that's what she doesn't want him to remember, isn't it? It's your own fault for getting your hopes up. Fine, I'll let you take 3 sips from my beer. Happy now?
いるか。たく。俺から聞きたいことは終わりだ。
You okay? Listen, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you.
あ？いいぜ。吐き出せるもんはこの際全部吐き出しちまえよ。
Thanks. I was going out with Asagi.
ああ、なるほどな。今でも好きなのか？
Ooh.
アサギのこと。
You don't beat around the bush, do you? Sure ain't making it easy for me to answer.
俺から見たお前たちは女番長と下っ端って感じで恋愛っつうのとはちょっとイメージが違うけど、好きだって言うなら心が楽になるまで喪に服せばいいさ。俺が何と言おうとな。あいつは草場の陰から新しい恋を応援するような玉でもなさそうだし、ほとぼり冷めるまでおとなしくしてるのもありだろうよ。ただちゃんと考えろよ。そうしている間に仙道が誰かのものになって
Also,
も
I doubt Sendo would go for it, but
お
you
前
know.
の心はアサギを過去の存在にできた時、仙道すら過去になっていても後悔しないんだな。 アサギと仙道はまるでタイプが違うからな。まさに下町と山の手。仙道は田園調布か白金台ってイメージで、実際もそんなもんだったわけだ。お前生粋の下町っ子だし、普通に考えれば水が合うのはアサギだろう。あいつも下町育ちだったしな。
He's right. I had an easier time getting along with Asaki from the start. I'm guessing it was due to our similar backgrounds. She was crude as hell, but a complete softie on the inside. Even someone like her went insane in the end. And then I killed her.
けどこの際はっきり言うが、最後まで生き残ってお前の命をつないだのは仙道だ。その理由はよく考えた方がいいぞ。もちろんあいつはお前を好きなんだろうよ。けどそれだけで生き残れるのか。
Yeah, Sendo brought me here. Why couldn't she do the same for Asagi? Man, my memories are too foggy for my own liking. What do you mean? Why couldn't she do the same for Asagi? Sir, even going off your memories, Asagi would be dead. What do you mean? What, did you expect her to drag Asagi's corpse back just so she could have a proper burial or some shit? What do you mean? Asagi snapped and one of y'all fucking put her down. Regardless of who it is, whose memories we're going off of, like, what do you mean how come she couldn't do the same for Asagi? There's no point in dragging a corpse across the country. She fucking kept you going because you hadn't snapped, alright? You may have probably lost your will to live, sure, but you didn't fucking snap, go crazy, and try to kill one of the others, alright? I'm sure if you would have, she would have ultimately, well, no. Actually, no. She would have sacrificed herself, definitely. Because, like, well, that's if we're going based off of, Hibiki's memories here. Because in his recollection, we saw that at one point he collapsed as they were walking across, and then she offered herself up as food to him. Like, listen, if you need me for sustenance, here I am, take it. But maybe that's not how that played out. Like, that's the thing. We can't even trust Hibiki's memories anymore now that, we have Yusuke's confirmations that they're not the right memories. Absolutely.
俺よりお前の方がよほど仙道のことは詳しいんだ。納得した部分もあるんじゃないのか。そこをもっとよく考えろ。お前は俺と違って恋愛は遊びじゃないんだろ。はっきり言うが、その割にお前軽いよ。朝木のことを今でも好きなのかどうかすらはっきり言えないくせに、死んだ女にミサを立てるような態度とって生きてる女を惑わすんじゃねえよ。
Like, he's fucking hitting him hard with it, but like, that's that homie shit. He's telling his homie straight up what the situation is.
もしかして自然消滅狙ってんのか。部下が女だけだからとか言い訳つけて自分から結論を出す気はねえってことか。
Tell him.
もしそうならぶっ飛ばすぞ。それは恋愛観の問題じゃねえ。人間の問題だ。
Tell him.
クズ野郎だ。そんなことも自分で決められない奴には英雄を語る資格もねえし、そんな奴が
Tell him.
してたら全力で叩き潰すぞ。
Damn it. Please don't kill off Matsukaze. Like, just in this first 2 hours of this episode, he's done nothing but fucking redeem himself from wherever he was before. Yeah, he's an immature dork, but my god, this man just hits at all the right points. Nah. Nah. You went off, and you needed to go off. My god, I love Matsukaze. It's cool. Large facts.
それを返すために付き合いなんてクソったれなことは言わねえよ。けどせめて真摯になってやれよ。
True. Like, straight up, if you truly don't think you have any feelings for her in any way, shape, or form, let her know. He's got facts. Yeah, maybe. Here I thought I was being serious about it. Turns out I didn't take this seriously at all. Now that Matsukaze went to town on my ass, I've got no choice but to admit I was half-assing this whole deal. His view on relationship issues is completely different from mine. Times like these, I'm glad I've known this guy forever.
本当はお前のようなやつこそ遊んだ方がいいんだけどな。俺様理論によれば。
And of course, then he's gonna go to this, try to lighten the mood.
俺いつまでも深刻な顔してんなっての。なんか注文しろよ。なんつうか今の話は体調のこと言いづらかっただろうに教えてくれた。
Are you okay there,
俺なりの
baby
礼
key?
だと思ってくれたら嬉しいわ。
Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. But anyway, look at this menu, man. It's just me, or there's less stuff to order than last time. The prices literally went through the roof.
前回は生産プラント稼働に伴う在庫の放出。今回はカナダ、フランスとの和平の可能性から食料不足を懸念。需要
Yeah, makes sense. A single production plant ain't enough to cover the food demand of all 4 countries. Even if everything about land reclamation goes according to plan, it'll take some time until the first harvest. Before the war, France was this close to a full-blown humanitarian disaster, and nothing's changed really. Hostilities could break out again at any moment. Armies don't build things, all they do is consume.
ほらな、その顔だ。また飯のこと考えてたろ。
I am. Not like I can help it. My thoughts just tend to drift in that direction.
別にいいさ。それより今のうちにしっかり食っとけよ。そしたら外に繰り出すぞ。
I'm getting laid
今日は俺なんかいけそうな気がするんだよな。
My man. You're gonna pick up chicks? Seriously? Though you can switch gears at the drop of a hat is simply amazing.
俺にとっちゃその瞬間瞬間が勝負だからな。いちいち引きずってたら時間の無駄だろう。いっそお前も今日はお持ち帰りしてみたらどうだ。出すもの出せば頭も晴れるんじゃねえの。
Are you kidding me? What happened to taking this relationship stuff seriously? That's what you said less than 5 minutes ago. You're a real piece of work, bro.
あ、おいお姉さん。
Anissa! I love Matsukaze.